Antoine, J. Nicole, J. McGraw.
Yeah.
And we're about to get into the juice. See what she got. What's going
Way
to talk about.
far back. Look how far back the microphone is.
And as we say on this show,
All right, what am I supposed to talk on?
Wow.
You took my whole
Sip
microphone.
the tea. If you can drink the juice. Ladies and gentlemen, J.
I'm
Nicole.
supposed to be teaching you how to Millie rock.
We're not Millie Rock right now.
Okay, so since I don't have no introduction.
Well, Jay's working on that. Jay going in the
10
studio.
years,
Jay going in the
Jay
studio.
was in ATL with all the celebs.
Down there with.
I caught you though.
You did, but you ain't come back with no intro for me though. Like you could have slid through JD studio.
I said Jay called Master P, so I can get
Make him say, make him say, yeah.
That's so stupid.
All right, come on, we gotta go.
Anyway. So anyway, of course we know the latest for today is that Tommy, which surprisingly some people did not know that was his real name. Like
his
I'm not surprised. Some people was like, I don't even know who that is. But Thomas Ford, who is Tommy with no date. Actually, he did have a job. He did have a job.
Did have a job.
He said he actually
I found
did have
out
a job.
that I read a Tisha Campbell interview, and she said that he was actually the youth counselor that got the kids to come to the classroom when she was getting ready to fight Miss Trinidad. And then he was the youth counselor that got them to
Tommy was a drug dealer. Bet, hands down. But anyway, we laughing about it in his memory. He died today. There was mixed reports all day long about it, but he died a couple hours ago.
Just went to gymwiththejuice.com.
Yeah, if you went to gymwiththejuice.com at about like 10 o'clock, you would have had it first. But his wife ended up pulling the plug. He actually had like some complications from a surgery prior to. It kind of didn't go hand in hand, but you never know what can affect whatever. He had a stomach aneurysm, like a burst in like his kidneys, and he had ulcers, and typically with stuff like that, they say you can't survive and live, because his internal organs pretty much shut down. So rest in peace to him. I think he was like 52. Yeah, so terrible. That's sad. Like,
I had a friend, I'll call him an associate that had surgery on his leg. And like a couple hours after the surgery, they always want you to get up and start moving around immediately, so nothing, no blood will clot. He walked to the end of the hallway, back to his bed, and was there 45 minutes later.
Wow.
It can happen that fast.
That is terrible.
It can happen that fast. When those blood clots start going, it can happen that fast.
Something else I thought very interesting that is it was earlier in the week that was a lot of quote unquote backlash on Twitter. Ben and Jerry's. So did y'all hear about Ben and Jerry's and the whole Black Lives Matter and all of that stuff? So as we know, most organizations keep hush hush on how they feel and stances and so on and so forth. But Ben and Jerry's basically was like, we support you. So I'm gonna tell you what they said. So they posted this on their Facebook. Not on Facebook, on their actual website. They said, Black Lives Matter. They matter because they are children, brothers, sisters, mothers, and fathers. They matter because the injustices they face steal from all of us, white people and people of color alike. They still are very humanity. And it said, they're basically talking about the racism defining civil rights and social justice issues of our time. We've come to understand that to be silent about the violence and threats to lives and well-being of Black people is to be complicit in that violence and those threats. So they posted that on their website. Wow. So immediately, like, people were like going in like on them about that. I'm like, it was actually dope to see like a company of their caliber to even.
One of those people you can't even find.
Huh?
One of those people that you can't even find. You know how that always happens.
I know. Don't I know it? I get them threats. So shout out to Ben and Jerry's for taking a stance against that. Kevin Hart this week is now on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. So shout out to him. He got a star.
Yeah, that's what's up.
That's big thing.
That's early in his career too. Wow.
Yeah, like real early. Has anybody seen? If y'all ain't seen the movie, I ain't talking about it. I'm gonna let y'all guys see it. Have anybody seen the Nat Turner movie?
No.
No. Okay, I ain't gonna talk about it. But y'all should see it, so I can talk about it because I got a lot to say.
I promise you, I'll see it before next week.
Bootleg or something for all I care.
That's the way I planned on watching.
No, don't do that. I ain't mean to say that because that's the problem. A lot of people aren't supporting the movie, and somebody made a valid point. That like the sales for that weekend were like extremely down versus those other movies.
This the guy with the actor that got accused of rape,
which ain't got shit. Excuse my language, ain't got nothing to do with it. But and I think that's where a lot of people. It's not a movie about him. You know what I'm saying? Like, it don't matter to me what the person that's playing in a movie did. It's the story that's being told. He invested his money into making this movie.
So even though he got off, y'all won't go support him, but y'all will go see R. Kelly. Come on now.
And he peeing on.
Come on now.
But
get your priorities in order, people.
But it was kind of interesting because it's like 12 Years a Slave and all this other stuff, like movies where like black people like, you know, are suffering and enslaved. Like, we support the heck out of that. But when we got a movie where we like fighting, you know what I mean? Like, anybody rocking with it, like, it's crazy. But I do highly recommend people go see it. I went to go see it. It was the first, I will say, the first black movie that I saw, like, that's talking about slavery that I didn't get necessarily emotional. Like 12 Years a Slave, I vowed I would never watch that movie again in life. Like, it broke me down. I was in a mood for like 2 weeks. I went from being emotional to I wanted to fight every white person I saw. No shade to nobody. It put me in a place where I felt like hopeless. Like, I felt like I was back then. Like, it just made me felt pitiful. You know what I mean? Just to be black. But when you watch this movie, it puts you in a different space. It's still kind of touching, but it's like, it make you feel like now, like even in times of now, there's still hope. Like, if we actually get together and get on one accord and have some type of unity and for the same thing, that things may not change right away, but it can. So I highly recommend everybody go see that. It was a really dope movie. Also, I don't want to really talk about him because I cannot stand him. But
this could be anybody.
It could be like a lot of 95% of people.
Who is it this week?
Donald Trump. He out here grabbing people in the crotches.
Hey, man, round of applause to Donald Trump because he told all of his voters to go vote on November the 28th. Listen to that man. Go to the polls on November the 28th. I beg you. I implore you. I'll pay Jay McGraw budget. Jay McGraw will pay everybody $1 that goes to the polls on November the 28th to vote for Donald Trump.
I didn't say that. But yeah, everybody knows this whole. No, first of all, I don't want to talk about what he said because I'm not surprised whatsoever. It does not faze me
at all.
Whatever.
The locker room
talk. Right, but what kind of, like, once that came out, what kind of start making me go back? Like, because myself personally, like, most stuff is gonna come out, but because I'm into media and all this other stuff, I research every. Bye, Chris.
Essay.
So, but it's kind of like the remarks that he makes about, like, they were talking about like how he's on a Howard Stern show. Don't be surprised by what Howard Stern says because that's what he does. But like he was saying, like, it's okay to call his daughter a piece of ass. Like, what? Like, he don't even respect his daughter. He would date his daughter if it wasn't his daughter. Like, he don't respect her. He don't respect women. Then I feel like, question: when did Bill Clinton start running for president? When was he in this election? I'm confused because, like, he goes so hard at him, and then it's like, oh, Hillary was mean to his accusers. I ain't never met a chick who man cheated and you was supposed to be nice to jump off. Like, what part of the game was that?
Say, don't worry about it. It's okay, honey.
Like, it's okay, boo. No,
I still love you, boo.
What? And then, like, a couple minutes before the debate, you got them sitting front row. Like, those, like, the fact that whatever happened, sexual assault, domestic violence, all that type of stuff is not a laughing matter. But at the same time, me personally, you're stupid. Because how do you let somebody as a politician exploit what supposedly happened to you? Like, that's tacky. That's even more embarrassing as a woman. Like, that's terrible. So here nor there, I bet. I'm not reading Chris and these comments.
Essay.
But I honestly think that as much as people were like, oh, we still got a possibility for Trump, I honestly think a lot of stuff that's like unraveling right now is kind of like it's messing him up. It's messing him up. Yeah, the whole Billy Bush is who Chris is talking about, not Chris Bush. Billy Bush that was on he said Chris Bosh. Yeah, so he got fired too, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, the way I see it is, I don't think, and a lot of people don't agree with me, I don't think nothing should have happened to Billy Bush, like for real, because I mean, he worked for the Today Show, cool. Like he was saying some stuff, like more Trump that was saying the stuff, and he's the one running for president. So it's like women and people are like more going hard at the person not running, but justifying the person running that it's okay. Like
he's gonna build a wall. He's gonna make Mexico.
All the Mexicans gonna have to stay where they at. The women, he gonna walk up to you, kiss you in the mouth. Like
he's still gonna pimp them all in his businesses.
If you married, he gonna holler because he said he was trying to get at Shorty a couple times because even though she was married, like it's a mess. It's a mess. We know how the media flips stuff and whatever the case may be.
Absolutely crazy.
It is what it is. But I mean, hey. But what I will
y'all
say
make
is
sure
Billy Bush knew better. Because I know 101 since the day I was in college and interning, a mic may always be on.
Yep.
You should have knew better.
Yep.
So
but y'all
for essay.
But y'all
hey,
essay, I got you, bro. Write in vote just like Sheila Dixon. I got you.
Oh Lord, not Sheila Dixon. What y'all think about that?
Y'all just make sure y'all go to the polls on November the 28th and vote for Trump.
Wow, you went to jail?
No,
I'm
in the county, so I can't.
Oh, I thought you was about to pull a Dame. Like I don't care. I'm not.
I was like, hold up, I ain't checked his resume before.
Chris said I could be the vice president. Oh, you don't be Millie rocking in the White House. Like,
White House fool.
It's like,
how do y'all feel about people saying they're not
going? We don't have enough time in this segment.
For years, like it's not
fine.
Like I said, Cher said this months ago. She said, if y'all allow Trump to be president, y'all deserve.
Yep, absolutely. But for the Trump supporters, make sure you go out on November the 28th and vote down on Trump. I really want all of them to go.
But real quick, before we get off here, what do y'all think about? What do y'all think about Sheila Dixon and her whole, you know?
I think so. It's still people that want her to run.
Yeah, she was like, the people be asking me, honey.
Yeah,
she felt like
to be honest, the mayor's run has been very quiet. So
because once she won the primaries, she pretty much just assumed because like Baltimore doesn't vote in Republican mayors. Yeah, whatever her name is. Yeah, right.
It was Sheila for the hood. I like Sheila though. I mean, I'm kind of 50-50.
Yeah.
I don't like. It's like the Donald Trump and Hillary thing. Like I gotta vote for one of the other. Well, I don't have to vote for one other in that situation, but I don't really like Catherine Pugh. Like so.
I thought she was in the city.
I am in the city. I'm just saying. Like I don't. If I had to, I would go for Sheila. I mean, people get second chances every day, but I just really gotta. I'm not wholeheartedly believing in her yet. It's like one of those like I like.
She got a lot of work to do between now.
I like her though. I don't like Pew.
She felt like she had a legitimate beef because of all of the nonsense that supposedly went on in the primary elections.
Yeah,
I don't agree with that, but if she has a right to be cast as a write-in voter or ballot, then hey, more power.
To me, that says she is a fighter. She like, oh no, I'm out here. I ain't going to quit laying on my back.
Did you see that fly?
I was about to start going my info on it, but I was like, never mind.
Phenomenal woman.
She is.
That's what's up, man. Yeah, but hey.
I mean, okay, what?
Mayweather.
I swear, that's what I was about to say too. I was about to say, wait, who you talking about?
I don't want to talk about this clown.
Man,
But all right,
look,
real quick.
Let me tell y'all this. Go on Gym with the Juice Facebook or Gym with the Juice Instagram, and please watch Floyd Mayweather be a coon. The end.
Shucking and jiving.
Pretty much, Floyd Mayweather, just to give y'all the brief of it, he had an interview real quick. They asked him what he thought about the Colin Kaepernick and his protest. He kind of was on something like he needs to worry about being a starter. Pretty much, I'm worried about my money. I ain't about to lose my money just to stand up and have a cause. He was saying that we all jump on a bandwagon of Blue Lives Matter and Black Lives Matter. We getting stuck in between. I don't think I'm pretty much stuck. I don't know about y'all. He said all lives matter at the end of the day, blah, blah, blah. Like, he kind of sounded
that's because all white lives
that's about him.
Cutting those checks.
And T.I., if you go on the page as well, T.I. came through with a post that was just like, drop the mic, boom. So y'all can check.
That's his first
yeah.
All right, I gotta check that out.
Yeah, so y'all can go on the page and find it out. Gym with the Juice.
See, I was on Gym with the Juice earlier. See?
Right.
My man.
But she talked to Floyd last week. So I'm just playing. As always, man, y'all can find out that and more by logging into ginwiththejuice.com. Also go and vote for Gin with the Juice as the blog of the year for the Baltimore Music Awards and the Baltimore Crown Awards, as well as Baltimore Flavor Radio as Internet Radio Show of the Year for the Crown Awards, and then Jay McGraw for Manager of the Year, Rapper of the Year,
Yo, we popping out here.
Producer of the Year, Pimp of the Year.
He a whole husband out here. He a pimp.
We got a lot going on, man. So just make sure y'all go and support that, man. Appreciate the juice as always.
Guess what, y'all? It's Gym with the Juice. Almost been a year this month.
Yeah, I saw that. I
Don't
saw.
worry, something gonna drop on
that's
the,
what
on
it was.
the
I saw
30th.
the.
Something gonna drop on October 30th.
I saw the promo video.
We don't have a Swiss roll with a cat on it.
I saw the on my Facebook flashback thing today, the memories
my
thing,
promo
the
things,
video.
don't worry.
Like, okay,
October
that's
30th.
Yep.
I'm gonna drop something.
That's what it is. Earl G, what's up, man? All right, so we're gonna take a quick break and then we will be back
you are
with
Bachelor of the Year, Chris.
Soraya. This is Baltimore Flavor.